What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Looks like I am frozen. Uh-oh. It looks like I have frozen. Let me make sure that we are live and that we are still working. Let me see. Okay. So it looks like I'm good as far as being heard, but for whatever reason, I froze. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back out and I'm gonna jump back in. Okay, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We have had some crazy technical difficulties. Not to mention, like, my back is going crazy. Um, um, I'm heavily drugged up with ibuprofen. Today has just been just one of those. So we are going to jump right into the uh Nintendo Partner Showcase. If I can find it. I have to hurry up and get to it. The Winging It podcast will actually be showing off their live reaction to the partner showcase um, at 6 o'clock. So make sure you guys show up for that. Real quickly here, got it set up. Boom, bap, bap, boom, bam. Open that up, and we're just gonna jump right in. So here we go. I'll get that out of the way. Make sure everything's at the quality that we need it at. Let's move this forward a little bit. I know I'm running behind, so let's go. There we go. Whew. And if my back circle is going out, then I'm gonna have to jump off. But we're right into it.
Deep in space, a research station was suddenly struck by a cosmic storm. 15 years later,
Love
its
the music.
survivors are living peacefully. But the threat of another cosmic storm is coming up fast. Maki and Omura, two young explorers, must now brave galactic dangers and save all that's left of their home. Teamwork is key in this two-player co-op adventure. You'll need a few tools to survive. The scrap hook grabs and moves platforms so you can carve a path forward. The liquid launcher blasts water to activate mechanisms and cool down
I like the
scorching
art style.
surfaces. And the beam cannon fires a stream of super hot heat to destroy obstacles, open doors, and more. Use the tools together, and you might discover unexpected solutions to puzzles.
Good art
While
style. Good looking art
exploring,
style.
you can encounter strange life forms, or opt for a detour and take a little travel break. With GameShare, two players can adventure together locally or online if one person has the game. Can these two brave explorers save their home? Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this summer.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. What you just saw was Orbitals, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer.
It looks like an
We hope you're
interesting
looking
game.
forward to this intergalactic co-op puzzle adventure. Okay, let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games. In the waters of Issei Bay, on an island where legends of mermaids
I
have
think
been
it's
passed
interesting
down,
that they don't
a
really
tale
do
of
Nindies
mysteries
anymore.
and
So
curses
Partner Direct
stirs.
is like
The latest
supposed to be
Paranormicide
like
mystery
everybody,
adventure is coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
which I feel like is kind of
The
a smart
story
move.
follows Yuza Minakuchi, a boy who works as a pearl diver.
Okay, I like the
One day,
painted
while
drawing.
gathering on the seafloor, he encounters another version of himself. This phenomenon is just the beginning. Soon, other strange incidents begin to plague the island. A girl with no memories, strangers searching for treasure, and a housewife investigating victims of drowning. Speaking to those involved is a natural part of the investigation, but you'll also need to search deep within the waters of Issei Bay. As each of their motives intertwine, the story connects to the mermaid legend told centuries ago. Paranormasight, The Mermaid's Curse, launches on Nintendo Switch February 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Square Enix game.
Battle for World Glory. A new Captain Tsubasa game is kicking its way onto Nintendo Switch.
And it's on Switch.
Choose from a roster of over 110 characters representing 22 teams. Score with powerful shots from the original work, as well as newly added special moves that give passes, blocks, dribbles, and tackles a boost. Go on the offensive against elite competitors as you aim for
It's so
victory.
crazy how they can turn soccer into just this
Gear
like
up
crazy
for
anime.
sensational soccer action. When Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters launches on the Nintendo Switch system this year.
They're holding on to the Switch.
Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
They said Switch 2, but just know some of this stuff is coming to Switch as well.
Fight for survival begins.
Okay, here we go.
It was a normal day until a cave-in befell the city of Tokyo. As the dust settles, our protagonist, Anne, discovers an underground world deep below the metropolis. But she's not alone. Creatures called Xeno populate the unknown expanse.
Xeno.
If you're found by a Xeno, it's game over. Fighting is not an option, so quick thinking and decision-making are vital to your survival.
Oh, wow.
Analyze their patterns and find the best route to make your escape.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Activate traps in each area to lure and ensnare any stalking Xeno. And by using GameShare, up to 4 players can share controls, including Anne's movement and camera adjustments. Whether locally or online,
Wow.
coordinating with your friends
that
is
would kinda
key
be
to
a
making
headache.
it out alive.
To be honest with you, that would be a headache. Somebody controlling the camera. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to see where I'm trying to
Survive
go.
the subterranean depths in Tokyo Scramble, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2, February 11th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Awaken your Viking spirit. Battle, build, and conquer in this massive survival game. How
think-
you go about it is
If I remember
entirely
correctly,
up to
this
you.
game has already been out.
You could start by gathering materials around the woods. Fashion a bow and arrows to hunt wildlife and prepare meals. With an
not a
axe,
pretty
you can
looking
chop
game
trees to
by any
build a
means.
house. Yikes, don't get hit by falling trees. Build pillars, install beams, construct walls, make the roof, and even add a fireplace. Now you're safe, even from the cold. Wait, is this ventilated? Don't forget the chimney too. By upgrading your crafting stations, you can make items of higher quality. And once you've built a ship, set sail on the high seas to reach new lands and create even more strongholds. Plus, up to 10 players online can explore this vast world together.
I'm not really into these kind of games.
Now, go forth and survive in Valheim,
There's
launching
way
on
too much
Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
Inventory.
Find your way forward in these
Look
games.
with inventory and stuff like that. It just
Return to the kingdom of Hollow Nest and fight back the infection in
So
this
they're running
upgraded
Hollow Knight.
modern classic.
Oh, Switch 2
Dodge,
edition.
dash,
Okay.
and slash through this 2D action adventure platformer, now with enhanced visuals and improved frame rates on Nintendo
she
Switch
is.
2. Equip charms to enhance your abilities and deal magic damage using upgradable spells while exploring the vast interconnected map. Descend into a world of insects and heroes when Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
Just in case you love
later
Silk Song
today.
and didn't play Hollow Knight.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition for free with the upgrade pack. eFootball, reborn from Pro Evolution Soccer, is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Build out your club, sign legendary players, and compete in tournaments around the globe in World Tour mode. Join an exciting competition where national teams face off every 4 years in the International Cup Tournament. Or play with friends locally or online to prove who's at the top
They
of
said
their
they were
game.
going to give FC Sports a run for their
Experience
money.
the excitement of soccer and aim to be the best in the world when eFootball Kickoff launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer. Travel through 4 ages in a brand new
Here we go.
HD
Adventure of
2D
Elliot.
action
This is what we've
RPG.
been looking for. Too.
Explore the age of safekeeping, the hero Elliot's own time. The age of reconstruction, when humans nearly went extinct. The age of magic, a time when spells
This is
flourished.
so beautiful.
And the age of budding, the birth of human civilization. In each age, the scenery and citizens of Elliot's hometown will change. You can also obtain some weapons and magic unique to certain time periods. A story spanning time will soon begin. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium
Enix
Tales,
back.
launches on the Nintendo
Square
Switch 2
Enix
system, June
Some
18th.
hefty work lately with Switch. I'm glad
Have
they're
a
putting
blast
so much
with
support
Super
into it.
Bomberman games from the Super NES era. Play the first Super Bomberman through to the culmination of the series, Super Bomberman 5, including titles previously unreleased worldwide. The Famicom versions of Bomberman and Bomberman 2 are also included. Plus, there's a brand new Boss Rush mode, as well as Game Share support. Super Bomberman Collection launches on Nintendo Switch
love
2
Bomberman.
and Nintendo Switch
I wouldn't mind going
later
back
today.
and running some of these. Such a
The
good game.
unknown journey continues.
Okay, here we go.
The second entry in the Final Fantasy
Here's the
VII
announcement.
Remake series is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
He's alive.
Rebirth.
In pursuit of his arch nemesis Sephiroth, Cloud Strife and his comrades escape the city of Midgar and embark on a journey across the vast world. Traverse the planet on chocobos,
Okay.
wheelies, in a buggy, or other modes of transportation. Team up with allies in battles, blending action and strategy. If you'd like to focus on
Very
the
much
story,
enjoying-
there's also a
very
boost
much enjoying
function
this
to make
game.
combat easier. You'll also find various activities scattered across the world, allowing you to take a break from the action.
You're mine.
And as you interact with your allies, their affinity toward you will grow and impact how the story unfolds. What fate awaits Cloud and his crew in their pursuit of Sephiroth? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
Dang, they
June
are not
3rd.
playing
Pre-orders
around.
begin
June
later
3rd.
today on Nintendo eShop.
Wow. They are not playing around with that. They said, yo, look, we ain't got time. Drop it.
Awakening subject, Hugh Williams.
While investigating the Lunar
Nice.
Research Station, an injury
So that was
befalls
true.
spacefarer
Pragmatica
Hugh
is coming.
Williams.
Pragmata.
With him is Diana, an android called a Pragmata.
There you are. All better.
Classified as unauthorized intruders, the two are targeted by the station AI which sends enemy bots after them.
Help! Come on, gun work!
These bots have near impenetrable armor.
I think I can help.
But with Diana's hacking skills, you can break down their defenses.
Initiating hack.
What the heck was that?
By moving the cursor through panels toward the green goal, you can hack the enemy bots.
There's no time to explain. Shoot now.
Once their weak points are exposed, fire away.
I hacked it.
Depending on the nodes you pass through, you can modify the damage and effects of a hack.
Nice.
Each split-second decision
I've
can
never
change
actually
the
seen
outcome of
gameplays
battle.
on this, but it is very interesting. Mixing puzzle with action in a
What
different kind of way.
truths will the two find in this AI-controlled lunar station?
So it's not one of your bot buddies?
Overdrive protocols. Initiate.
Yeah, baby. We did it! This is how we say, good job.
And what will Diana learn on this journey? Pragmata launches on Nintendo Switch
Wow.
2, April 24th.
April
A
24th.
demo will be available later today
Yes.
on Nintendo eShop.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do that.
We hope you're looking forward to fast-paced combat and exploration with the unique combination of hacking and shooting. Let's continue with more headlines.
Let's go.
Journey to the Lost Lands.
Korok, baby.
Become a legendary Turok warrior in this intergalactic action shooter.
Let's go. It was only
To
it
stop an
was
alien threat from
only the
destroying all
smart
human
idea
life,
to
you'll
put
journey
that,
solo
put
or
Turok
with a
on
team of
there.
warriors online and battle all sorts of primal creatures in ferocious combat.
Now I don't remember if this game actually
Swap
came
between
out already,
first-person and
but,
third-person
but the
perspectives
fact that it's
as you
out,
unleash weapons,
that
melee
it's coming
attacks,
to,
and
Switch
special
2?
abilities to devastate
Happy.
foes. Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal, evolve your mantle, and unlock even more abilities called Echo Sinks
I like
to gain a greater edge in combat.
I love it.
As you venture across breathtaking worlds, you'll unravel the mysteries
I'm
that
here for it.
ultimately hold the key to saving humanity. Turok Origins launches on
Available in fall.
Nintendo Switch
Okay.
2 this fall.
Okay, I'm for it. Paper Interactive holding it down.
Uncover the truth of Xanadu. In a Japan where Kyoto is the capital, another world exists that's encroaching on our own. A world where monsters roam free. A boy named Ray must use his newly awakened powers against the threat as he joins Hirosaka Academy, a school for gifted students. The Academy's goal? Conquer Xanadu, the great labyrinth rumored to be the origin of this other world. While traversing the labyrinth, hone your abilities and reshape the terrain to expand the range of your exploration.
Okay, so it's the side scroller.
Then, take on
Impressive.
dangerous enemies in 3D action RPG combat. Use your powers to overcome foes. Outside the labyrinth, improve your stats. And spend time with
Okay,
your friends
this looks a little
as
more
you
interesting.
prepare
I'm
to
like,
conquer
it doesn't really
Xanadu.
seem that interesting,
The
but
battle between man
looks
and
interesting.
monster begins. Discover the truth.
I like the
when
fact that Switch, I know like people clamor like, oh, it's not
Kyoto
getting these
Xanadu
games, and it's
launches
not
on
getting
the
these
Nintendo
games. I
Switch
like the
2
fact that they
and
get different,
Nintendo Switch
like,
systems
different
this
games,
summer.
or at least that they show off something different.
Check out these anime-style games.
It's cool when they show stuff that
It's time to
like
evolve
bigger games
in
that
the
we wanna
latest
get.
Digimon
Yes.
story game.
that
One
makes
day,
that only
a
makes
powerful
sense.
blast causes the world to collapse.
But I
sends
think
you
it's really
8
cool when
years
they
into the
just show
past,
off games that
with over
neither
450
other
Digimon to collect. Adventure through the human world
other
and digital
platforms
world
are showing
to
off.
save the future.
Kind of give them a little face time.
And on Nintendo Switch 2, you can select Quality Mode. playing in 4K at 30 frames per second.
There we go.
Or performance mode, playing in full HD at 60 frames per second.
Handheld 1080p.
Digimon Story Time
It's
Stranger
interesting 'cause
launches
quality
on the
mode
Nintendo Switch 2
and
Nintendo
in
Switch
handheld was
systems
1080p 30
July
frames
10th.
per second, or you could
Pre-orders
play in
begin later
performance,
today
which was
on
1080p
Nintendo
60
eShop.
frames per second.
An adventure set
It was
high in
like,
the
yeah,
sky
okay.
is soaring in. Form your party from a roster of over 20 characters, each with their own fighting style. Channel the power of teamwork and summon mighty primal beasts to
Oh, wow.
vanquish your enemies. You can also team up in local or online multiplayer.
The robot!
This looks kind of dope too.
Grand Blue Fantasy Relink
Grand
Endless
Blue
Ragnarok
Fantasy.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2
July 9th.
July 9th.
Grand Blue Fantasy. That looks interesting.
The latest Monster Hunter Stories game is flying in. Your monster allies, called Monsties, can learn special abilities through a ceremony called the Rite of Channeling. Raise your Monsties as you travel the world. The lands lie on the brink of disaster. Monsters are on the verge of extinction. And the riders trying to save the world will have to contend with an even greater threat. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection soars onto Nintendo Switch 2 March 13th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Save data can be transferred to the full game once purchased.
That's good.
New titles are joining the archives. Rave Racer, published by
Rave
Namco in 1995, speeds into the Arcade Archives 2 lineup. Aim for first place in a race against your rivals.
They're really going hard with these arcade games,
And
which is
Get
cool.
ready for a new line
I
of
just
home
wish they would
console
hurry.
titles.
Drop.
Console Archives is on the
I
way.
wish they would drop.
Doraemon,
Not Wave Hydro Thunder.
Sonic Wings Special,
Oh, I like this game.
and more will be released over time. The first wave of Console Archives titles
Oh
includes
wow, Cool Borders.
Cool Borders and Ninja Gaiden 2: The Dark Sword of Chaos. These titles will be available on Nintendo Switch 2 later today.
Oh, nice. Here we go. I always get the sizzle reel. Got Pilgrim. Got Pilgrim back with the beat 'em up. Reanimal. February 13th. That's around the corner. Star Trek Order Across the Unknown. Okay. I'm not a fan of those kind of games, but cool. Can't have a Disney. Can't go without a Disney game now. PGA Tour. Okay. I wish they would add motion controls to that. If they add motion controls to that, I'm all in. Wow.
Wake up, little June.
Why are you hiding?
Let's make some noise.
Bells have arrived.
We found another body. I need your eyes on the crime scene.
Okay. I'm going right into
When a string of mysterious deaths
Three.
occurs across America, FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft is captured by the suspect while investigating the case.
What did it do to me?
In her attempt to escape, Grace comes up against unknown threats. A limited supply of healing items and ammunition are at her disposal.
I don't know how that life goes.
Will she confront the threats head-on, or save her ammo for the next encounter? For Grace, impending doom is always close at hand.
Oh, wow.
Meanwhile, another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization is also on the case, Leon S. Kennedy.
6 survivors at Raccoon City Hall, dead from the same thing.
Driving
With
in
his
that
physical
Porsche.
prowess, Leon can parry an opponent's attack, then strike to break the stunned opponent's stance in close quarters combat. He can fire from a distance using handguns and rifles, or
Man,
use
whoever
an
shot
enemy's
that
weapon
sucked.
against them. Leon has a varied arsenal of attacks at his disposal. This game features both third-person and first-person camera perspectives.
Great.
And you can change your perspective at any time.
That's what I like.
There are multiple difficulty options available, including a mode for less experienced
Yeah,
players
I had
that
some
features aim assist.
technical difficulties. So
Guide Grace as she attempts to
yeah,
escape
I'm behind everybody
unprecedented
else.
terrors, and Leon, who relies on strength to carve his own path. What will they discover when their fates intertwine? Resident Evil Requiem launches on the Nintendo
Yeah, that's
Switch 2
exciting.
system February 27th.
that is something
Pre-orders
that
are
I'm
available now on
looking to
Nintendo
forward to
eShop.
playing.
Resident Evil 7
Those games
Biohazard
make really
and
good
Resident
games
Evil
for
Village will also
like
be
J Mac
available
to
the
watch
same day.
while I play, and I know she's trying
Horror-filled
to. I know we're trying to
excitement
find
awaits,
one
whether you
that's
play
good for
these
her.
games
We started
or
Resident Evil 4, but
Requiem first. Plus, a Nintendo Switch
yeah,
2
haven't
Pro
really
controller
ever pushed
featuring original art
like
is
that.
releasing
So like a new
alongside
game
the
would be better
games.
because I wouldn't know
Amiibo
what was
figures
going
of
on, and
Grace
she wouldn't
and Leon
really
will
know what
also
was
be
going on
available
either. So
this summer. You can scan them to receive in-game weapon skins. Resident Evil Requiem, the latest entry in the Resident Evil series, is launching later this
hopefully I'm
month.
not horribly late.
実をならゲームチャットあれは
You can also look forward to a creator's voice video featuring a member of the Resident Evil Requiem development team. The video will release in the near future. Next is our last announcement.
Okay.
Hey everybody, from all of us here
so
at
it's
Bethesda
gonna be
Game
Fallout.
Studios. If you're like us, Nintendo has meant so much to you from your early days of gaming to now. It was
So we're gonna
incredible
see some
for us
Fallout.
to partner on the original Switch, and it was just such a great piece of hardware and also so personal when you play. We're excited to finally bring a number of our franchises for the first time to Nintendo.
A number of our
we hope you all enjoy the
franchises.
journey.
It better be more than just Fallout 4. That's all I'm
Vault
saying.
Dwellers,
'Cause
welcome home.
a number of our
Fallout
franchises
4
just is
Anniversary
Fallout 4.
Edition is emerging on Nintendo Switch 2. Scavenge, shoot, build, and create alliances as you reshape the wasteland and what remains of civilization. Every choice matters. Fancy yourself a smooth talker or pining to pump up your power armor? Choose from hundreds of perks that fit your playstyle. Every road leads somewhere new, from the heart of Diamond City to the shadowy
It's looking a
corners
little-
of forgotten vaults.
It's
The
looking a
Commonwealth
little.
is packed with stories waiting to be uncovered. In addition to the base game, experience 6 official expansions and over 150
Oh, did you get
Creation
all the
Club items
expansions
to
with it? I
expand
don't
your
know. That may
adventure.
change a whole lot.
Grab your Pip-Boy and traverse the wasteland in Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, launching on Nintendo Switch 2, February 24th.
Damn, that's soon,
Pre-orders
too.
begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The year is 1937. Sinister
Oh, yeah, I
forces are
forgot
on the
about
hunt
Indiana
for an
Jones.
ancient power, and only one person can stop them.
Watch me.
Embark on a globe-trotting cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, Indy will journey around the world to uncover the mystery behind the Great Circle. From the pyramids of Giza to the sunken temples of Sukhothai and beyond, use your wits to infiltrate historic areas and solve fiendish puzzles.
Looks good though. It does look
Or
good.
use your whip to face off against dangerous foes and explore a world full of daring escapes and unforgettable encounters.
Watch out!
Adventure calls when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
Oh,
launches
May.
on Nintendo
Okay.
Switch 2, May 12th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
May. Very nice.
Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered.
Wow, they dropped
Experience this
Oblivion on here
renowned
too.
open-world
Okay.
RPG now on a Nintendo system for the first time.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Freely customize your character to match your playstyle.
I'm
Then
happy
adventure
with
amongst
that.
an unforgettable
I am happy
cast
with
of
that.
characters
By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler.
and fight back the Daedra to close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Master ranged or melee weapons, wield powerful magic, or use stealth skills to best your foes. In this remastered version, character models, weapons, even rocks and sweet rolls have all been meticulously recreated. Combat animations have also been updated to give them a modernized touch. Plus, the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine expansions
I like
are
it.
included
Thank
alongside the main story to take
Thank
your
you.
adventure
Thank
even
you.
further.
Thank you.
Step through the gates once more when The Elder Scrolls 4
2026.
Oblivion Remastered
That's fine.
launches
That's
on
fine.
the Nintendo
This
Switch
year.
2 system
That's all I care
this
about.
year.
I wasn't picking up Oblivion just because
We
I
hope you're
thought that it was
excited
going
for
to
these
show up.
games from Bethesda Softworks. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Was there any like oh my gosh moments? No, not really. Do I think this showcase overall was like a letdown? Not really. I don't think it was a letdown. I don't really see a whole lot of I don't see a whole lot of showcases and directs and stuff like that as letdowns. If you're providing me, if I know what I'm going into, I'll put it that way. So like, if I'm watching a PlayStation showcase or an Xbox Direct, and it's just a PlayStation showcase or an Xbox Direct, but you don't give me too much like PlayStation content. You know what I mean? Like first party content, and most of the stuff is like third party. I'm like, yo, you're not really giving me anything that I asked for, right? But like walking into here and it being a partner showcase, I'm like, okay, one thing I know I'm not expecting is Nintendo games. Like if I saw a Nintendo game in here, I'd be like, why is that even in here when it was a partner showcase? What up, FL? Appreciate you coming through. He said Cool Borders started as a PlayStation exclusive, not anymore. Yeah, I'm excited to jump into Cool Borders. That whole collection it's got Ninja Gaiden in it too, specifically is the one that I remember the most. So I'm excited for that as well. I don't remember too many of the names of all of the things that we saw. Let me try and bring some of this stuff back.
From Pro Evolution, players can share controls.
This one was kind of weird. Where you're like underground Tokyo Scramble. That one's kind of weird. I mean, it's cool like by yourself. I think that's cool. But like when they started talking about doing the game share pieces, like one person controls the player, another person controls the actions, one person controls the camera. That gets that I would have to see that in actually working form, because that sounds like it could be very monotonous. Like it doesn't even sound like it would be entertaining in the least bit. We had Valheim show up. I think that looked a little bit ugly. It didn't really interest me either because I'm not an arc type of person. I'm not that survival type of person. And then we've got um Elliot, which I think still looks phenomenal. HD 2D games are still taking off in a way. This was one of the big announcements that we got, Rebirth coming, but I think we already knew that. We already knew that it was coming, but to see it
Toward you
in
will grow
action,
and impact how the
of
story
it actually
unfolds.
seeing some playable footage of the game and not just the cutscenes. Right now I'm enjoying remake. I still haven't opened this, but I've got downloaded, got the digital download, but it does look like a good game. We did get Pragmata, which is awesome. I think there was hints that that game was coming. Puzzle slash shooter. That idea. Um, I think that's a good idea. I think that's an interesting take on that genre, on both genres, to be honest. Um, Turok, happy that it's coming. I'm all for this game. It looks really good. The gameplay looks smooth. I like the ideas that they've implemented into it. I would love to play this with the Stormcast and winging it. And just the overall gameplay looks really cool. So I'm enjoying it. Um, Vigil said I didn't really care for the direct. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Last year's was better. I uh so I'm of two minds on this. One is that um one is that it is early for me. And so like I think you guys can already kind of tell like my hype is already kind of low anyway. Like I don't really have that much energy. Plus like my back is going out. I can feel it slowly. So I won't be on for too much longer. I can feel it slowly. But um two, I didn't really know what they were gonna bring into this piece anyway. Oh, it looks like they shut it down, which is fine. That's cool. We were done with it anyway. I didn't really know what they were gonna show or throw into this anyway. So my expectations weren't really that high in the first place. I'm surprised that they showed off Fallout 4. Fallout 4 looks a little, but I've also been playing it, so I can't give you the console experience because I've also been playing it on my PC. So been playing it at max settings, so I don't know what that would look like, versus a PlayStation 4, or I don't remember how it looked for PlayStation 4. I believe I had it for PS4. Um, and then definitely don't remember on PS5 because I never played it on PS5. So, but we got to see some indie footage, which looked good, and then we got to see Oblivion, which also looked good. As that game came out late last year, they've already moving it over to Switch, giving it the 2026. So it'll be done when it's done. I'm excited for that. FL said Bandai Namco still needs to stop BSing with their release on Nintendo. Yeah, no, that I totally agree on that. It's funny that you say that because I feel like Bandai Namco is like they're funny, man. They're weird and funny. The fact that they've done so much work like next to Nintendo and still haven't dropped like Nintendo Tings is like crazy to me. Um, I feel like that's straight crazy work. The fact that Square Enix and Capcom are going so heavy into supporting, um, and I would say Square Enix over Capcom is probably the last one that I would see supporting Nintendo. It's just wild that Bandai is just so weak when it comes to their support. Um, Vigil said, I wanted some brand new IPs. Last year we got Monster Hunter 3 Stories, Adventure Ellie and Octo Traveler. Yeah, that's true. I I'm thinking that our next partner showcase, when we get another partner showcase, I feel like that's gonna be the time where we get more new things. Um out of all of those games, I don't remember if Octo Traveler Zero is out, but like out of all those games, like how many of those 3 are actually out now? You know what I'm saying? Like Monster Hunter Stories 3 and Adventure of Elliot are still not out right now. So, um, which it doesn't mean like you can't show off anything new. Understandably so. We got like Subasa, that got shown off. Let me go back. Let me go back to their um thing because I know they break it down. We got Orbitals as a new game. We got Subasa as a new game. We got Paranormal Sight. That was a new game. So there are other new games on that list. Um, Let me see what else. What else made the cut? Um, Console Archives. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I don't know if that showed up anywhere else before on this direct or if it's already out or anything like that. But that was new to me. So that to me that's a new game. We already knew about Origins and Pragmatica. Kyoto Xanadu. I don't know if that was shown off either. That was a new game. We finally got story. Oh, Time Stranger as is showing up on here. Um, Tokyo Scramble's kind of weak to me. I don't even want to mention that. Like I didn't find that interesting in the least bit. But so there was some newer stuff. I don't know. Like I said, once again, don't quote me because I haven't done my homework. I'm just hearing about this stuff like you are, but there was some new stuff there. There were some new things. And I'm not mad at that. Maybe not everything that you want to see, or maybe there was some stuff that you were like specifically waiting for. But I thought it was okay. I thought overall it was okay. I'm probably gonna give it one more. I'd probably give it a point and a half more. I would say probably like a 7.5. Um Okay, so you said I know there were new IPs, but most of them didn't really interest me. Um, except Xanadu. Okay, Fantasy Relink is already out. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know what has already been out or what hasn't been out. It's cool that we were getting support for those games. So there is some support coming. It's just taking a minute. It's just taking a minute. I don't think that pushes like a doom and gloom, especially for partner showcase that's so early in the year. I don't think we should be in doom and gloom moment yet. Digimon Story, Time Stranger. I've heard that game is a banger. So I'm looking forward to that. Monster Hunter Stories 2 was really good. So 3 I'm sure is going to be really good. I'm glad they're still supporting Requiem and showing more stuff to that. So yeah, I see what you mean. I guess it's more about like who was ready to show some support early on. Orbitals, while it didn't look anything like special, that's a new game to us. Um, and I love the art style to that. I thought that was really cool. It has that like it's just kind of old school stuff style. So, um, but yeah, 7.5 is what I would give it. I wouldn't give it anything more than that. Um, and if you caught me on a bad day, I'd probably say it was more like a 7. Um, 7.65. But yeah, it was all right. I can't wait for the rest of the crew to check it out, winging it, and um the Stormcast as well. I have a feeling like when we get on to the Jill podcast, I'm sure they'll probably rip in a new one, which it is what it is. I can see a whole lot of argument going back and forth between Robert and I and some of the other people. Um, Vigil said, "I think they should have ended with Re9 instead of Bethesda." Y- it's I think it's interesting because they showed off Fallout 4 first because that's like around the corner. Obviously, is around the corner. Um, I was hyped. I'll tell you this. I was hyped when they announced that it was coming in the first place. I thought that was like I was all for it. Couldn't wait to see it. And time again, I'm reminded that Bethesda is has never really been that strong on Nintendo. And so to see something like a Fallout 4 and it didn't look pretty to me. Not that it needed to look like the most beautiful, it just didn't. uh I was kind of let down, to be honest with you. Um I was really kind of let down the way that it looked. Um, I'm not gonna go as to far as to say, oh, it looked like the if PlayStation 3 had a version, it looks like the PlayStation 3 version. But I would say that it just didn't. It looks like it needs a little more work. It needs to just cook a little more in the oven. Um, put on some put some spices on it just a little bit. See, there's certain aspects of it where it's like, okay, this looks good. And then there's other parts of it where I'm like, ooh, mm, could use a little work here. Could use a little work there. So, um, I'm not I'm not sure of like whose base build they used in order to make this game. Um, but I hope, like I said, it gets a little more attention and love to it because I think Fallout 4 overall I think is a great game. Um, I just think that they could probably do just a tad bit more with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed, Vigil. It needs more polish. What up, J Biggs? Appreciate you coming through. It definitely needs more polish. It just needs a couple touch ups on the face. And I think it'll be good. Um, if they ended off Resident Evil, I wouldn't have been mad at all. Um, J Big said, "Of course, I'm cool with the Resident Evil games and Indiana Jones." Right, right. And the fact that they showed off, um, let me go back. And the fact that they showed off Oblivion. Um, now, mind you, I'll say this first and foremost. I'm not the hugest fan of uh I won't say I'm not the hugest fan. I've just the first game that I've ever played of Elder Scrolls was Skyrim. I hadn't played anything before that. So I'm not like super versed in Oblivion in the first place. But when they first talked about it coming out, a lot of people talked to me about it and it like went silent like the following week. So it was like, okay, my opportunity to try Oblivion, but like the way that they were talking about it didn't really seem like it was too it didn't meet the expectations that I thought that they were looking forward to. Um so now that it's coming to the Switch, I'm like, okay, well, if I give it a try, at least I have it on a try on my primary system. I could have picked it up for the PC, but to be honest with you, like unless I'm down here and we're doing podcasts or something like that, I'm not really down here too often. Especially on my PC. So like a lot of the PC games that I need to get done are just like they're slowly falling to the wayside because I'm not down here as much. At least not in that sense. But I am excited that it's coming out this year. I'm excited to enjoy it and play it, give it a run through, and see how it plays. Um, J Big said I might check out Torak and Ninja Gaiden 2 is pleasant. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm actually happy that we got Ninja Gaiden 2. Torak, excited about that. Glad that you're back home. Chilling with the system that you need to be with. Um, hoping for Doom: The Dark Ages. At this point, I don't. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Doom: The Dark Ages because that game came out at the beginning of last year. Um, if we don't see it, if we don't see it by June, if it's not talked about by June, I don't think that game is coming out for the Switch 2. And I don't and I say that, well, I won't say it. I don't think it'll come out for the Switch 2. I don't think you should expect it this year. Um I think if they do ever talk about it, it's probably going to be next year or maybe the following year. And then you'll get some special additives to it, whether that's DLC or some end game Nintendo type stuff that gets added to it. My thing is like I think Bethesda is kind of focused on Fallout and Elder Scrolls at this point. At least for like Nintendo. Like I think Doom has always done well. I think Doom is a great game and it did well for the original Switch. And I do think it can run well on the Switch too. So I don't think that's the problem of the reason why we haven't seen it yet. I just don't think they really have any interest in dropping that game on the Switch. So like I said, if we hear about something between now and June, then I think it'll probably come out sometime this year, maybe be a fall release. But the fact that Oblivion is at 2026, I imagine that game is going to be the fall release for them for Switch 2. And I don't see a Doom coming out until next year. So yeah, I think that's unfortunate. What up, Vito? Appreciate you coming through. Um I am I'm letting you guys know, like I'm having a ridiculously hard time like breathing because my back is so my back is sore. It's my like I played basketball yesterday with my son. The first time we've ever played on a team together. He's 15, so we were playing 2-on-2 with some other people and I was doing my thing. I was handling business. But I was just trying to play point guard to his stardom, let him do a whole lot of stuff. And so I didn't properly stretch yesterday and laying down last night. Um and waking up this morning, I felt terrible to the point where I'm actually not at work. Um because I would normally be at work at this time, but sitting in this chair does not does absolutely does not help. I have the right amount of drugs in me right now. Actually I have to go take some more soon. So that's probably why the podcast is gonna be ending soon. But yeah, so I'm excited to hear the thoughts of the Stormcast as well as Winging It Podcast and what they think about this direct, Vito included. Shout outs to the co-host Vito. But yeah, I think overall, like I said, I give it a 7.5. I'm excited to see when we get that Pokemon Direct, I think is the next one that's supposed to come. And then after that, we'll probably get like a straight up Nintendo Direct. That one is going to be the one to look forward to. That one's going to be the exciting one. I don't see the Nintendo Direct coming until we're in February right now. We actually might get one by the end of February. I can foresee us having a uh I can foresee us having a Mario Tennis Direct to show off some of the new things for that. Also having a direct that talks more about Yoshi and Mario Wonder, all those other games that they showed off last year. Vito said, "Hey, the showcase is getting me excited for this tax season. Hopefully, I can get a Switch too, so I can enjoy all the new releases." Hey, I would be ecstatic when you pick up Switch 2, man. This is this is the this is my boy. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't even understand. Vito is my cousin, but out of all my cousins, this is like one of the closest cousins I have. So it's like it's cool whenever we like y'all don't know when he finally got to play Breath of the Wild, when he finally picked up a Switch and got to play Breath of the Wild, like I was clamoring for this man to not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. No, you know what? Pokemon or Switch, period. Like when he got a Switch, and we were talking about Pokemon, and I was hyping him on Pokemon, and like Vito at that point never really had like a Pokemon for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he never like solely on, but like when he had Pokemon for the first time, it was like, yo, I'm excited for you. Like you finally get to check this stuff out. And then he had Zelda, and it was like, man, welcome to not just welcome to the club, but it's like he's like in my because we're not close like in distance to each other. So in my mind, it was like finally, you know what I'm saying? Like I would give anything just to sit with you on the couch just to watch you play this game and just be like blown away. Right. So like the fact that he has he's like clamoring to get the Switch too. Like I'm excited. I'm excited. That excites me. Um, for him to like be able to move on to the next generation and start his gaming. So much so that like we've already had conversation. I'm like, what do you think about this? Or like, are you gonna play this? Or are you gonna try this? And he's like, I would pick it up. I think it was like Prime, like as an example. He's like, I would pick it up, but like I would much rather play that on the next system. Like when I get the next system, like I would be looking forward to playing that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. That makes sense because I would be the same way. Um Vigil said have a good day, man. Make sure you stretch before you play basketball again. Um, oh yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, have a good day at work, bro. Yeah, it's just yeah, I won't do that again. I'll definitely stretch heavy. It was good to know that I still got the moves because I'm 38 years old and I really haven't played like that. But it's good to know that I still got some of the moves in my bag. To get these little young whippersnappers uh a beaten. We did win, by the way. We did win. Um 8 Ball said, "Hey y'all, sorry I'm late. You're good, man. Didn't know you were going to live stream. Looks like I'm double dipping on Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Happy about Ninja Gaiden 2 coming to Switch, but save feature. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, right? I don't know if that's gonna be a thing or not. That would be cool if they had that and the replay, the rewind feature. I felt like that was something that they did, and if I'm not mistaken, Shinobi. But just to even have that feature in there, I think that would be good. Um, Elder Scrolls, I'm excited for Elder Scrolls. I'm excited for that. I hope it comes sooner than later. Don't rush it though. I need y'all to make it. I don't want to say look current gen or next gen. I don't want to say any of that, but just make it look the best that it can. I don't want it to look like how I see Fallout right now. I don't want to look like that. I but I can't wait. I didn't pick it up on PC, and I think it was on PC for $40 or something like that when it first came out. I didn't pick it up, so I waited on that. But I'm excited. I'm excited to get my hands on that too. Um, I think other than that, I think that's all I have to talk about with this showcase. I hope that we hear about um another game that comes up or another direct that comes up very soon. We didn't get any talk. I know a lot of people were talking about Dust Bloods showing up. I don't think Dust Bloods is going to show up here. I think Nintendo is going to have more hands on, not hands on in that kind of way, but like they are thinking of something special for Dust Bloods because that's an exclusive, right? So while we got some exclusives in this partner showcase, I think they're gonna be like, nah, this needs to stick close to us. We're gonna show this off at a Nintendo Direct, like an official Direct. That's why that's why I think we didn't get to see Dust Bloods this time around. Jay Big said Fallout never looked good to me. You know, it has its moments. It has its moments. I won't say it's the best looking game in any capacity. I feel like it looks like they took out a lot to make this game happen. And mind you, I think most of the reason why games look the way they look on the Switch anyway is because of the power draw. Solely, actually, I think it's mostly because of the power draw and how much power that system outputs, which is really impressive. But it's like I think that's the biggest crux of the whole entire system. I think it's a very capable system, and it's crazy that it looks the way that it looks with that much power draw. But the fact that the power draw is astronomically lower than the PlayStation 5 and the Xboxes is telling in itself. Um, JVIC said the first and only time I paid to that series was E3. They showed Fallout 3 and going over that system. I was so bored I fell asleep. Oh, that's crazy. And it's crazy because Fallout 3 is probably, in my opinion, the best one that to this day. The I it's funny too. I play that game and I may have like, I don't know, 300 hours in that game and into Fallout 4. And rarely do I ever use the VAT system. Like I would have to be in some sort of trouble for me to need to use the VAT system. I don't really use it because I feel like it's a cop out, personally. But I guess it to each his own. But I try not to use that system because I feel like it just makes the game one, it makes the game easier, but two, I feel like it's almost like a cheat move. So other than that, I want to say thank you guys so much for coming through. We really appreciate it. We will be here on Saturday at 7 o'clock. So make sure you guys show up for that. And then later today at 6 o'clock, the Winging It podcast is going to do their live reaction of this direct. So make sure you go over there and show support as well to all of our affiliates. Vito had a video this past Friday. Definitely go check that out. And make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And also tell them I sent ya. Tell them I sent ya. Other than that, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys later. Peace. Make sure you limber up.